Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. I'd like to introduce Ms. Calvini, advisor to Rhinex chapter of the National Honor Society.
Good evening. Welcome, everyone. Board members, President Menzel and Trustee Carmel, our Superintendent, Dr. Lutinsky, and Interim Principal, Ms. Fulchetti, Assistant Superintendent for Instruction, Mrs. Ryan, Assistant Middle School High School Principal, Mr. Dorr, parents, and students. The members of the National Honor Society are honored by your presence at our annual induction ceremony. Each year, a group of students is recommended for membership in the Honor Society. Their candidacy is based on scholarship. That is, maintaining a 3-year average of 90% or higher. This year, we are pleased to recommend 81 students for induction. We are also recognizing 74 juniors for their academic excellence, with confidence that they will continue in their dedicated, scholarly habits. Once students show this commitment to scholarship, members of Honor Society must also demonstrate active service to the community, strength of character, and potential for leadership. The students about to be inducted have been recommended for membership based on all 4 criteria. We are very proud of them and their accomplishments, and look forward to the even greater accomplishments that their futures hold. Before we induct the members of the Rhinex chapter of the National Honor Society, Tyler Sergio, the current president of NHS, will give a little background on the organization, and Laura Chalemi, vice president, will introduce the members of the Junior National Honor Society for 2023-2024.
The National Honor Society was founded in 1921. It was established to recognize and encourage individual academic achievement while promoting the development of other characteristics essential to good citizenship. The founders of NHS designated character, scholarship, service, and leadership as cornerstones of the organization. Today, these ideals remain the building blocks of an academic excellence in high schools across the country. The goals of the National Honor Society are to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to encourage the development of character, to promote worthy leadership, and to render valuable volunteer service. The National Honor Society's reputation is based on the notion of excellence through commitment. Members are required to further cultivate the attributes that resulted in induction by performing service activities and behaving honorably and responsibly towards school and community. Membership in the National Honor Society is not merely an accomplishment, it's an ongoing commitment.
Recognized as members of the Junior National Honor Society have met the academic criteria for membership as of the end of the 4th quarter of sophomore year. Upon meeting the criteria for further scholarly achievement, as well as displaying leadership, service, and character, they will be inducted into the National Honor Society for next September. Congratulations to the following junior scholars. Please hold your applause until I finish reading the entire list. Sophia Alterio Bueno da Silva, Jed Amos, Killian Aubrey, Lara Offarth, Christian Barrios, Kira Bayer, Anthony Bondi, Thomas Briscoe, Anais Brown, Sophia Bretner, Ensar Baraha, Phoebe Carmel, Valentine Cassiano, Isabella Clements, Mark DiMaggio, Terrence Dew, Alexis Dubowski, Maximilian Engelin, Gabriela Fasolino, Isla Fallenstein, Nicholas Fernandez, Abigail Flynn, Fiona Fox, Charlotte Geary, Ella Gran, Said Brennion, Elvis Guevara Umana, Zachary Harrison, Catherine Harvey, Sarah Heaton, Alexander Hull, Sorahisa Irie, Ayana Ite, Sasha Jaramillo, Aidan Kenny, Alexander Kirk, Jacob Kligman, Parmla Bertra, Raymond Lynn, Melanie Linares, Daniela Laurie, Lily Mansell, Cara McClumpha, Paris McRory, Elizabeth Mitchell, Sean Moore, Lucia Monreal, Tara O'Reilly, Shatara Oshikawa, Rachel Park, Alessandra Perez, Christina Perrone, Alexander Popovich, Shelby Praser, Samina Quilly, Matthew Rubin, Bram Raftery, Abigail Ramos, Alexandra Rashetiak, Isabella Rios, Lucas Rizzo Patron, Rocco Rusquito, Aritz Shuby, Anara Shuby, Juliana Seamer, Caitlin Showers, Emma Showers, Andrew Showers, Natalie Silva, Jackson Simon, Emma Spellman, Maya Sperling, Ryan Truta, and Abigail Weidman. On the table are 5 candles. The center candle represents the light of knowledge. This light will never be extinguished as long as people search, think, dream, and learn. The remaining candles represent the personal attributes most valued by the National Honor Society: scholarship, character, leadership, and service.
So for scholarship is a commitment to learning. A scholar willingly devotes time to study in an effort to realize the virtue of an open mind. We should acknowledge that the fact that learning continues beyond our formal education and is a function of life itself. We learn through evaluating life's experiences and through the diligence in our pursuit of understanding. As members of National Honor Society, one of our goals is to expand our world through the opportunities scholarship presents us. So for character. Character is the force within each person that establishes individuality. We develop character as a result of our successes and failures, our triumphs and tragedies. Character is a product of daily action, of weighing choices and making informed decisions. True strength of character is achieved, not received. It is the barometer by which we measure our self-respect, as well as the gauge by which we learn and respect those around us.
Leadership. Good leadership exerts a positive influence on a school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, leaders strive for excellence in personal as well as community endeavors. Leaders willingly yield self-interest for the good of the whole and move forward when others hesitate. The most prized possessions of leaders are resourcefulness, perception, and vision. And in leading, the very best leaders use these tools wisely. Service. In the course of a day, we face many opportunities to help others. National Honor Society members must demonstrate a willingness to work for the benefit of those in need and for the good of the community without seeking recognition or financial compensation. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities in services of all sizes in an effort to better ourselves and communities.
It is now time for the National Honor Society Pledge. Would the new candidates please rise and repeat after me? I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal to my school. And will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship and service, leadership and character. And now, Ms. Calvini will introduce the National Honor Society inductees of 2023-2024.
President Tyler Sergio. Vice President Laura Chalemi. Treasurer Hugo Henenfen. Secretary Bloned Grenouillon. Hamza Abdallah. Valeria Barajas. Gabriel Betancourt. Dylan Blaschuk. Isabella Colicchio. Christina Campbell. Nicolette Caparelli. Brian Chin. Michael DeCuna. Riley Donat. Jonathan Dorinda. Alexis Farr. Emily Gallen. Thomas Gallen. Marian Garcia. David Golden McCarthy. Eli Goldman. Samantha Gallo. Stephanie Gonzalez. John Habib. Ariana Hammer. Alexander Harris. Evan Janowitz. Caroline Johansson. Andrew Kahn. Amelia Kligman. Kay Kono. Monica Kozakowski. Hillary Kramer. Theodore Cosbiantura. Henry Lagani. Julia Laurence. Charlotte Littman. Jessica Mortarano. Stephanie Medina Magana. Hunter Merkel. Leah Michelli. Sophia Muller. Maho Murafushi. Nicholas Murphy. Lana Newman. Anthony O'Connell. Melvin Ortiz. Isabel Palacios Farron. Pasquale Papalardi. Lucy Pommier. Claire Pacone. Wilson Robinales Maldonado. Noel Radulovic. Maria Clara Reese. Megan Ronan. Sophia Rusiba. Derek Ryan. Kyle Ryan. Anthony Santiago. Ethan Scher. Dylan Schneider. Jaden Schneider. Tyler Schneider. Nathan Spielberg. John Spicer. Sophia Stosny. Eva Sutter. Maximilian Swansky. Micah Taffet. Madison Taylor. Juan Torres Mardones. Aiden Treacy. Shirya Watanabe. Rowan Weiss. Dylan White. Skylar Williams. Daniel Zinger. And Joseph Zinger. And now, our superintendent, Dr. Lutinsky, will address the new inductees.
The National Honor Society's emphasis on scholarship, character, leadership, and service is consistent with Rhinec's mission. I'm therefore proud to congratulate our inductees this evening on their personal accomplishments and their achievements as members of our school community. The National Honor Society is now more than a century old, but those four attributes are as important now as they always have been. They are essential to building a strong community, whether that community is local or global. I'd like to take the opportunity to point out that those attributes are also the qualities of good educators. So I say to our inductees, as you approach the end of high school, give consideration to the field of education. You clearly have the raw material to succeed in whatever your chosen vocation is, but our future always lies with youth. If you find your abilities in scholarship, leadership, and service things you are proud of, you might find it rewarding to grow those strengths in others. Also, good character is a commodity, and yours would be welcomed in the ranks of the next generation of teachers. As you become self-sufficient adults, keep the future in mind and what you can do for that future. Think ahead, and don't forget that you have qualities worth sharing. And now I'd like to introduce Ms. Falchetti to close the ceremony.
Nobody was ever that enthusiastic when I asked you to open Milton or something. I'm really pleased. Good evening, everyone. I'm so happy to share this milestone occasion with all these honored seniors and juniors and their families. A long time ago, when I first started at Rhinec, I was the National Honor Society advisor. I remember that our ceremonies were kind of quickly worked into the school day, and the candidates were far fewer. And frankly, the biggest difference is we didn't have these nifty candles. We were fumbling with matches. This is just so much more convenient and safe. How nice it is that we set aside a chunk of time from our busy lives to acknowledge the achievements of these young people. I think what is most worthy of note is the fact that, as has been stated through the many speeches this evening, induction into NHS is not an end in itself, but it is the confirmation of a commitment to community, to leadership, and to the building of character. National Honor Society emphasizes the work we do not on ourselves so much as on the building of a world that has meaning. In the words of Jackie Robinson, a life isn't significant except for the impact it has on the lives of others. Becoming a part of NHS ensures that we always focus on the big picture. Today is indeed a day on which all of you who have been acknowledged have achieved something great. But it is also an insurance policy that this is just the beginning of such achievements. Thank you so much for coming. Before I close, Dylan, you don't want to get out of here, do you? I just have two little notes. First, juniors, don't forget to go home and charge your Chromebooks for the digital readiness test. Don't forget. And then finally, before everybody gets up, I'd love to invite the seniors up here so we can have a big group photo for Mrs. Lanza to take. And parents, just hang on 2 shakes, let us get that photo, and then you guys can all come up and take photos before we leave, okay? So seniors, come on up.